reason, there's this thing that's happening, and it's about people having 2-week relationships. People, they meet somebody, they really like them, the magic is happening between the two. And of course, since we're in a quick, fast, make it happen society now, they go ahead and make it happen. And 2 weeks go by, and suddenly they're like, I don't like you. Bye. And the two people go their separate ways. If you had caught them in the middle of it, they'd have thought, wow, this might be the one. But really, that was just the one for one whole week, one whole extra week. I'm hearing about people who have been with somebody. Maybe they're dating. Maybe we're in a real relationship. Really just together, and the two people just decided that their time was up, and they decided to move on. But here's the thing: when you've actually spent time with somebody, you spent sometimes money with somebody, you shared a person's emotional space, right? It can be difficult when that time is up for you to just walk away. If you are used to having somebody, let's say, laying in the bed next to you, and suddenly you're sleeping by yourself. I don't care who you are. I don't care the roughest, toughest guy. You're going to feel a little something. You're going to feel like something is wrong, something is missing, something just isn't right. God has put it in us to be emotionally connected, the energy connected. And once you get connected to somebody, that person fills an emotional space that you had. There's something that happens, man. When you meet somebody and you guys connect, your eyes connect, your hand connect, your skin to skin, you're laughing with them, you're connecting with them. And when that person is no longer present, there's an emptiness there. Who's going to call me to tell me, how beautiful I am? Who's going to send me the hello beautiful message? Listen, if you're used to getting the hello beautiful message for 6 months, and then all of a sudden you're not getting the hello beautiful message, all of a sudden there's no good night message, and there's no interaction with that person throughout the week, just cold turkey, it can feel like you are recovering from drugs, because you're recovering from the love drug. I shot a video today talking about this because I've known people who ended up stabbing somebody because they could not manage not having somebody in their life. The person said goodbye, and that person said, okay, bye. Okay, leave then. And then that person leaves, and now the person is all alone to deal with their mind, to deal with their thoughts, to try to fill that empty space that the other person poured into them emotionally. So they can't take it. You guys ever wonder why a guy might start stalking a woman, or a woman starts stalking a man? And you say to yourself, what's wrong with these people? I would never stalk somebody. Never say never, right? Because listen, they never intended on being a stalker. If you ask anybody who's been convicted of being a stalker, every single one of them will tell you, I never thought that I would be a stalker. I never thought. Somebody who's in jail for stabbing their boyfriend who left. I was watching the show. I guess it was maybe First 48. And they called it grave love. Cemetery love. I'm going to love you to death. And this one guy, he broke up with the girl. He said, you know what? It's not working. This is a toxic situation. I don't want any parts of this toxic situation. And boom, he said, you know what? He went to her house to break up with her, turned his back to walk out the door. She went straight to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and stabbed the guy in his back and told him, he's never leaving. You're never leaving me. You're never leaving me. And guess what? He never made it out the front door. So she was right. He never left her. But she left when she went off to prison, and all her children went off to foster care. I'm telling you, this stuff is real, man. This stuff is real. I encourage people that, look, man, don't play with people's feelings. Don't play with people's emotions, because emotions are real. And when somebody is filling that space, and look, sometimes that space is because of lack that has happened in their past, in the past. If a guy didn't get the love from his mother, and you're able to now share, you were able to come into his life and take that place and to mother him the way he needed to. You were his woman and his mother and his, and then all of a sudden you say, you know what? I'm out of here. Bye. Now you are leaving just like his mom left. I'm telling you, this stuff is real. This stuff is real. Addiction to a person is real. It's real. And you know what? I saw somebody else say that the addiction is sometimes not about the person. It's about what the person represents. Sometimes the addiction is about how you made them feel. Self-love, where you can just spend the time loving yourself. Listen, regardless of who else loves you, regardless of if you get some hearts, regardless of if you get some likes, regardless of what that number is in the corner of how many people are watching, do it for you. Look, I'm going to tell y'all, I started, for most of y'all didn't know that I even played piano, right? Got my keyboard right here. Most of y'all didn't know I even played piano. You know why? Because this was for me. And I just started turning the camera on and just sharing my love, just this area of love with the rest of the world. But I don't do it to share it with the world. This is something that I do for me. If I don't see more than 200 people have watched my video of me playing piano, feeling a little something. And I had to check myself. It's like, wait a minute. You do this for you. You don't do this for the applause. So let me ask y'all, what do you do for you? And will you do it if it never lands on social media? Will you do it if you never get a heart? Will you do it if you never get a like? Will you do it if you bring somebody into your life and they don't like it? Will you still do it? Maybe you used to sing. Maybe you used to love to sing. And now you have somebody in your life who doesn't like the way you sound when you sing. But maybe that's you. I'm going to challenge you to do the thing that you're passionate about, that you love to do, that you enjoy doing, the thing that feeds your soul, and do it off screen. Do it whether people, and if you want to do it on screen, do it on screen, and do it whether people care or not.